Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map release for Farming Simulator 19. This is LUKAH'S Island by Kaz64 and Old Aussie Gamer. It's only 43.32 megabytes to download, which is one of the lowest I think I've come across. In the mod hub it says, welcome to LUKAH'S Island. Here you will find 23 small to medium fields that are odd shaped. This is a fictional map and has been inspired by being able to purchase water area and build your own island or extend out to it. Let your imagination run wild. Is seasons ready and custom precision farming laid out? Any ideas on improving the map would be great to hear. Thank you. And like it says, this is something completely different. So it's quite imaginative. I'm in new farmer mode and we start off here, which is sort of our starting farm, which we'll go over in a sec. But if we have a look at the map quick, this is it. We zoom out. So you've only got a sort of small island to start with. And in new farmer mode, we start off with our farm area and field 2. They're both separate, so if you did want to buy them or sell them, they are separate. And we've got a farmhouse, farm silo and a chicken coop, which we'll look at in a sec. The field prices vary. They're not massive fields, as you can imagine. So field 3 is 112, 20s 53, 10s probably one of the bigger ones, 225, and you've got these placeable areas, 263. There's another one just there, 14,000. You can actually buy the areas as well that the sell points are on, so just like that, and there, like so. And then this is the interesting bit. You've got all these sort of like small islands dotted around the edge of the map, and then as soon as you get off this main island from these sort of chunks that you can buy, they go into sort of no man's land style. They're in sort of grid areas and they're different prices. They're not all the same price. So that one's 131,000. If you come out, 114. That one goes to 118 for some reason. I guess that's because it's outside of the map, like so. Come inside again, they vary in prices, but they're all split up into chunks. And like it says in the mod hub description, the idea being you can either make this island bigger or you can extend out to it from this island. So in essence, you could actually build this all up and have it into one big map, make the map bigger if you wanted to. But the only thing I did notice, really, I think it was more up this side. If you wanted to own that island, look, you've got to end up really buying 4 separate chunks, like so. But there you go. But that's something different, isn't it? So like I say, new farmer mode, we start off here. We'll have a look at our equipment. Slot count is only 296 in new farmer mode to start with, and if you do sell off everything, you can get that down to 188. If you come on here in the other 2 modes, farm manager or start from scratch, you just start off with the equipment. You don't get any of the farmhouse, the shed or the chicken coop. You just get all your equipment and obviously no land. And the slot count for that is 275, and again, if you sell it all, you can get it down to 188. But in new farmer mode, we start off with a Fendt Favorite 511, New Holland TX32 harvester, a Strautmann SEK 802 trailer, header for our harvester. We've got a small cultivator, small seeder, obviously it's only small fields, We've got a fertiliser spreader, front loader with a bucket and pallet fork attachment, and that is where it ends at there for the other two modes. But then in new farmer mode we get our free range chickens, which holds 100, and we get a grain silo, 100,000 litre capacity, but it's a multi-fruit, takes pretty much everything. We've got a rusty shed one, and we've got our little log cabin farmhouse, which is quite cool. So the farmhouse, you can't go inside, but come up to the door. There's our sleep trigger. It's got some quirky little features, like a little sink there, and just inside, it's been boarded up, obviously you can't use it, I suppose, is our bath, which I don't fancy using that. There's your silo, your tip in, and your out pipe, your rusty metal shed, and there's our small chicken coop. You got your dialogue box just there, your feed area just there, and then your eggs will spawn just in that little box there. So we're going to have a little tour around the map. What I wanted to do is sort of do a clockwise tour of it, like that, something like that, but all our equipment is actually at the shop. So what I'm probably going to do is cut to me bringing one of our tractors back to the farm, and we'll go around that way, because if I start at the shop it's sort of like in the middle, makes it a little bit awkward. So I'll just cut to getting a tractor back here. So we're back at our farm with our tractor. As you can see some of the little islands out around the edge of the map. We'll just go down this way. This is our field on the right, field 2, that we start off with the new farmer mode. And then just in here is the first of our sell points. Just there, which is Ginger's Mill. Some of the sell points have got some sort of nice quirky names, I like them. Ginger's Mill, there you go, one of your main sell points. Also does potato, sugar beet, cotton and sugar cane, I think that's it. Yep. And we'll come out of there, we'll probably go down along the coast and go to these two here, which is your bell sell point and your animal dealer. It's quite smart though, I like the idea of it. It's, you're out here on your own, sort of kind of like no man's land, on your own desert island. So just in here and round the back is your bell sell point, which is going to do all your standard bells, silage. Now I'm just going to go in cab and cut through this little bit, because just out the back, and we'll zoom out, there's your dialogue box for your animal dealer. So obviously we'll come along there into here, we're now here, we'll turn left, we'll go down to the spinnery, which is just there in the background. You've got all these nice palm trees as well all over the map, which obviously I'm guessing can be cut down because we've got a sawmill on it. You can see out there the islands, they've all got palm trees on them. Oh. Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh yeah, did you find mixed veg on the?
Yeah, I've done it.
The frozen. Get the one that you with the cauliflower and the
yeah.
thing in, alright?
Yeah, alright.
On your tractor.
Yeah, I'm recording it a minute.
Okay.
Thanks. So here's our spinnery. Just there's your trigger to sell. Obviously Professor Bell's, like I say, is just his bell sell point. Your spinnery down the bottom's just going to be cotton and wool as per norm. Then we'll cut up there, I think we'll go to, actually we'll come along the coast, we'll go to Skipper's Mill, then we'll come in and we'll do these ones there. There's one of the placeable areas just to our right. Quite a good size, nice and flat. I think what we'll do at the end is we'll I'll bump up our loan, get some money in, and we'll just have a quick look at extending a bit of one of those islands. So just in front of us is another sale point, which you can see is just here. Skipper's Mill, that is your second main sale point, which also again does potato, sugar beet, that does cotton and sugar cane, and that is it. There's no BGA on here, obviously. Obviously you can put one down yourself. There is contracts, if we quickly show you, like so, which is a bit random because it gives you the feel that no one else is here. What we'll do is we'll cut along here. To the other sale point and the shop and all that little bits and bobs. As you can see, loads of palm trees look in front of us. So this is the second placeable area. This is your other sale point just there, Mary Ann's Dairy, which is going to be for your eggs and milk. There you go. And then we'll just pop down into the shop, which, like I said, is where all our equipment is to start with. Just there in front of us we've got our workshop trigger for your customization and repairs, and we've got our shop menu trigger icon just there. If you buy, sell, or your reset point is just here for the shop. So back out of there, we'll come up through there into the sawmill, and that is it for this island. I'll make sure I don't get lost here. So nice and flat, these placeable areas. Bit of a bump up there. And it's quite good, look, there's a clump of these palm trees right next to the sawmill, which makes it handy and easy for us. So just there on the left is our wood chip sell point, and if we go round the back where the pond is, there's going to be your lumber sell point. Just there you can see the hazard markers and your little icon there for sell your wood. Just have a quick look out at this side of the island. Field 16 looks quite a small field. There you go. That is that main bit of the island. What I didn't show you actually is some of the modded in stuff. All I could find was in animal pens, just the chickens. In decoration there was all the palm trees, which is quite good. You can obviously place them down. Obviously we don't own that land. In sheds it was, there's the rusty shed 1, 2 and 3, silos, we've got a silo that's at our farm, and then you've got a large one and an extension, and then farmhouses. We've got a little log cabin, and that is it. So let's quickly borrow a load of money, as much as it will let us. And this is obviously the only trouble. It's not going to go very far because you got to buy the plot of land, so we can only borrow 500,000, which is a bit abysmal. What we'll do is just, I don't know, let's buy that bit. 107. That's cheaper, 99. Let's buy that. So we own that. So now we should be able to. Where are we? Where's the bit we just bought? To our right. So if we went something like that and levelled out, we could build ourselves a little track. That is terrible though. Maybe I need to do that. But you get the idea. You could build all this up, smooth it down, and then eventually you could drive out there. Obviously I'm just sort of rushing this because I'm just trying to show you what it's like. And because we don't own that little bit, what we'll do though, let's buy that section. Let's smooth that out like so. Obviously that's just quick and rough, but you can get the idea of it. You can get your creative heads on. Now we can drive out to our little island. Pretty cool, eh? There you go. That is Luka's Island by Kaz64 and Old Aussie Gamer. Hope you've all enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.